as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Let's go.
To the air, Penix. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
70 the party. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Go.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 69 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Postman Lumley. Incomplete. Next to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got it down to the 28.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To the air, Williams. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw is Williams. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
First Boswell set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
19,
Throwing again, Penix. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 35 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now Williams. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Johnson running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, strike. 60, trap alert, Buffalo 18.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
What is going on?
Working out of the gun, Williams. They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4.
What is that?
Looking to throw. Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Touchdown! Colston Loveland, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken the tie. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Penix. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
79 Broncos, go! 60 Maverick.
To throw again is Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
37-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw once more, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but often. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. A nice little juke. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Williams throwing to start the drive. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. There's third and a few inches.
It's a gain of 8.
From the gun, here's Williams. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Throwing is Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. To the air, Williams. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now our first carry here for the running back. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
60 Eagles, 6 go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Chap 60, crack low 80.
Penix to the air once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw, Williams.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll go play action here with Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. House. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
34.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Penix.
3rd and 6.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's back to throw. Worcester picks and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 41, Bears 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. A pass complete to Odunze.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Falcons have